Good evening, amazing people. Get in here, get in here, get in here. I have something to say. Hi, my name is Latanya, and I am the founder of No Limit Recovery. No Limit Recovery is a faith based organization which was founded by me as a result of my substance abuse. And I knew that I did not want to live my life on drugs. I didn't want to continue to disappoint my family. I did not want to continue to walk in shame and filth and embarrassment. And I knew that I was always somebody amazing and special. No Limit Recovery was founded by God, and He inspired me. And He said, Latanya, let the people know that they can live their lives without drugs and alcohol. So for the rest of my life, this is my testimony. And so I'm glad that you're here on tonight, and we're going to dive into it. First, I want to let you know that you have to celebrate your life. Every small victory is a celebration. And so here we go. Woohoo! Woohoo! Celebrate life. If you are a newcomer, if you are a long time recovered addict, if you are in a process of, thinking about going, please go. Go to treatment, talk to a counselor. It's not good, once again, it's not good to talk to your friends who are using drugs because they just going to encourage you to keep on using them. And so you and me really holds the key. See this golden key? To unlock the doors to our new life. Let me say that again. To unlock the doors to our new life. And see, the reason why I am on here, of course, is to talk about substance abuse and living an abundant life. Now, abundant life is not like you're gonna just like kaboom, be okay with everything, but abundant life is getting your soul right and you getting off of drugs. Let me say that again. Getting your soul right and getting off of drugs, because the main thing you want to do is learn how to stay away, to stop using, period. Because one is too many and 1,000 is never enough. And see, this drug addiction that's sweeping the nation is an epidemic. It's a pandemic going on here. It's killing the young, it's killing the old, it's killing the senior citizens. It's not prejudice. It's killing the babies in the womb. We got that fentanyl, we got that oxycodone, we got that crack cocaine, we got that heroin. And let me tell you something, how drug addiction is a death sentence. Anytime a person becomes addicted to drugs and alcohol, it can alter their life in the way to where, one, we die from drug overdose. We have been hearing so many people who are dying from drug overdose. They're taking the mollies, they're lacing it with fentanyl, they're doing all kind of stuff. Warning, warning, please stay away, because the name of the drug game is called kill. Kill, kill, and kill, kill again. And so we want to continue or step into an abundant life because we deserve it. We deserve to have an abundant life. Tell me, nobody never told you that you had to be a drug addict. I do understand that, your mama might have did it, your cousin might have did it, your daddy, you might have been raped or homeless or abandoned or put in a shelter or was raised up in a foster care. There are so many. You might have a handicap, and but there are so many people who are living an abundant life in spite of, and they have made a vow not to go back to using drugs and alcohol. And today, if you're fighting that demon, you have to make a vow. Get some help. Get some help. Get some help. Get some help. Okay? And we can do this together. I have a song for us tonight. As always, I have a song, and here it is. You know, you don't want to live the life on the merry-go-round. Check this out. But I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Mountains. We gon' walk it out and yes, we're gonna walk it out together. Mountains. And you gotta rise up, I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise unafraid. And I do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, I like the waves, I'll rise up. That's what we gotta do, we gotta rise up. Inside of the age, I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. For you, and you, and you, yes, yes. See, this is what we need. The silence is it, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe. And I know you feel like dying. We ain't gonna die. I promise we would take the world to its feet. We're taking the world. We're gonna move some mountains here. We are determined. Bring it to its feet. Yes. Move mountains. And what we gonna do? And I'll rise up. I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up. I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise unafraid. And I do it 1,000 times again. And that is amazing. Jesus Christ delivered me. That's why this is a faith-based organization. Say what? Check this out. Woo! All we need. Woo! All we need is hope. You gotta have some hope. We have each other. And for that we have each other. Let's do this. And we will rise. We will rise. We will rise. Let's rise together. Drug free. Living our life on life terms. Rise like the day. Rise like the day. And enjoy life. I will rise 1,000 times again. Amazing. And we'll rise up. I like the waves. I just love that song. Right? And we'll do it time and time again. So I'm going to try not to be too long with y'all on tonight. And I want to talk about the abundance living in recovery. There is an abundance life in recovery. I know you probably say, but LaTanya, I live on the streets. LaTanya, I'm living in my car. LaTanya, my baby was born crack addicted. LaTanya, I'm a prostitute. LaTanya, I'm when I get money, I just gotta go and get me some drugs. Well, knock, knock, knock. I experienced all of that. And I also experienced losing my daughter. She became drug addicted and found a way to try to support her habit through prostitution. And she was murdered. So that's why I'm saying these things in our past they're hard. Of course, I think about it all the time. But drug addiction is just a killer, and that's what it is. Period. Okay? So, abundant life and recovery, living life on life terms. I want to say this again: one too many and 1,000 is never enough. Our adversities in life will introduce a man or a woman to their self. You want to come into the knowledge of who you are. You want to really check out your morals, your values, and your belief about yourself. These are the things that they teach us in counseling. But if we're or in treatment, but if we're just there and just doing what they ask us to do, and we don't take it with us, and we start making it a practice, it has to become a practice. It has to become a moral. It has to become a value in your life, because the first thing is first is that you want to live, and you don't want to die as a drug addict. And you have to discipline your emotions, or they'll control you. You can't jump after everything. I know, if you having anger issues, if you having money problems, if having relationship issues, these things you have to sit down and work out. They used to have the saying that says, "How are you hungry? Are you angry? Are you lonely? Or are you tired? Which one of those are you? Check it out. Always do evaluation and the inner dialogue with yourself. Okay? And also, we're moving into that abundant life, because anything can come with abundant life. And we're talking about wealth, we're talking about our mind being restored, we're talking about our families being restored, we're talking about our spirituality being restored, we're talking about, our children coming back to us, we're talking about forgiveness. All of these things is a package. It all comes together. So we have to stop having limited visions of yourself and take full responsibility of our lives. I know, like, when a person first get in treatment, it's like a fog, and pretty soon the fog moves out the way, and then reality steps in. Then pain comes. It's like, dang, I did all of that. Or then a craving might come. You might be in there and be like, I don't want this right now. But you got to put up the deuce, and you got to fight. You got to fight your way through. I'm so serious. Who's crying for the people that is out there dying daily? Every so many minutes, a person is dying from overdose. Let's come together. Let's rise. Let's take this pandemic, this epidemic by storm, by taking care of ourselves first. And once you change your life, your whole family changed. That's what happened with me and my kids. I mean, people gonna only want to bless you as far as they can. Oh, she a drug addict. Oh, she used to do that. No, forget that. Thumbs down to what people think. Because what people think about you ain't none of your business. Yeah. And then, we could write a description of what we want our life to look like. I knew I always had something special in me. And so, that's what I did. I fled. I fled where I was living at and came to Florida. And if you have to relocate, don't be scared. Relocate, because your life is on the line. Bring your kids with you, too. I mean, they have shelters all over everywhere. Yeah. And don't regard your past as trash. Your past is just a part of you. We can't get rid of it. But the beauty part about it is that we can change it. And it gives us a testimony. And then that testimony says, this is what I used to be. This is what what? I was, you know, get a testimony behind you and keep it. Keep it. Keep it. we just got to evaluate our lives, and we don't have to keep comparing ourselves to other people and, oh, they're educated, oh, they're this, oh, that. You know what? We are just as amazing and prominent and awesome as anybody else that we think that's better than us. Because that plays on the mind and makes you think that you ain't nothing, but we are. We're superstars. Okay? Okay, so, stay with God. Get your walk with Christ Jesus. Keep your spirituality um, in tune, because that is a lifeline. That is the lifeline. You know, you want to, my experience with God, He always tell me, about me. And I'm always searching to improve myself. That get in a space. We have NA, we have AA, we have, community, we have the church. Get in a place where your mind is gonna always be elevated, because that's what you want. You want your mind to be elevated, in the most positive way. Because Satan comes to kill, steal, and destroy. And he's out to get all that he may, what? Devour. Devour is, I ate you up. You no longer exist. Okay? Remember, the key, you have the power to turn it. You, me, we have to write our chapters in our book. What does the ending story look like? It's not easy. This recovery thing, nobody said the road would be easy. But God didn't bring us this far to leave us. And you might have said, oh, God this, God that. That's why I'm here. And I'm not trying to push my God on you. But what I'm saying is that it's phenomenal. He's phenomenal. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about your self-worth. What do you think you are worth now? Now that you got off of drugs, those who are off of drugs, what do you think that you're worth now? I'm 60 years old. Right. Yeah. No. I got aches and pains just like every other 60-year-old. And sometimes I think it took me all of this time to come and come to an understanding of me and to get to know LaTanya. A little history about me, a little small story time. I started using drugs when I was 23 years old. Crack cocaine. And that's when it came out on the scene in the 80s when everything was happening and people were, the whole world was shocked because, babies were born crack addicted. They was leaving, people were being found dead. And I mean, the whole community was just cracked out. And I was part of it. Not only was I part of it, my 4 children at the time, 5, the last one was born crack addicted, was a part of that. And guess what? I thought about that like a couple of weeks ago, and I said, God, dog, I went through a whole lot, or when my daughter died, and they knocking on my door, that was a tragic in my life. But guess what? It doesn't make my past go away. It doesn't make my daughter come back. But what I learned to do was to embrace my new life, because I'm not holding nothing against nobody. I forgave the man who shot my daughter, because it wasn't for him. It's for me. I got to go on through life, and I still got to figure out life. I still got to figure out how to get this money, But my soul is rich. I'm excited about my soul being rich. I am excited to walk in. Boom. I can light up a place because of the glory of God that's inside of me, and I feel good about myself. I was playing me some Tony this morning. It feels good. Yeah. Oh yeah. So, how does the greatest version of yourself look? You know, these tragedies or misfortunes in life, in the substance abuse world, you know, it can catapult us, into a whole new life, and I really, it's really important to do that soul searching. It's really important to do that journaling, um, and to, dig down inside yourself and start changing some stuff around and start sewing into your new tapestry of hope. Start sewing into that love. Start, developing your self worth. Start rewriting your values and your morals and watch these things change in your life and stick to it no matter what. I need you to stick to it. And so, this is the thing. If you think the price of winning is too high to try to be successful, oh, I can't be that business person, oh, I can't get out there and make them sales, oh, I can't, do what everybody else is doing. When I get in front of a computer, I get discouraged. So it's better for me to stay on the sofa and don't do nothing because creepy crawling comes back. So that's not what you want. You want a win-win situation, and you want to always be working on yourself. And if you relapse, go back or go to ENA, go to AA, go to a treatment center. Go back and don't let shame overtake you. Because in this right here, we taking off some grave clothes and we moving into a new life and we opening up we opening up new doors and we letting the sunlight in. There the sunlight. We letting the sunlight in our life. We finding new things. And if you don't have money, find stuff to do free. Don't be afraid. Don't keep yourself so busy because you're afraid that you're going to go back to using drugs and all of that. No, make some things a lifestyle and find the significance in you. Find the wow in you. Find the wonderful in you. No, I come from a family where everybody was a drug. Not everybody, but, gangbangers, drug addicts, drug dealers. I used to watch the pimp walk to the players' ball. I come from the hood, 53rd and State, Robert Taylor Projects, and it was tough. And so, this thing has been, um, it's been something. But I like my new life, and you will like your new life too. Being drug free, living an abundance life, and being drug free. And you need to find out what demons are you fight. I know drug addiction is one of the biggest ones. But after you get time to think, please get a journal and start, writing things, about yourself and how much you want to love yourself, how much you want to shower yourself with hope, how much you want to, work out your visions and your dreams. And I always say, stay in the lane of your soul. Your soul consists of your will, your mind, and your emotions. Everywhere we go, everywhere we look, somebody's getting high. The smell of weed is now like a perfume. And I always call stuff like that a gateway drug. A lot of people may not agree to it, but marijuana, drinking, a lot of that stuff can be gateway drugs or a very opening spot for relapse. But when I say gateway drugs, once the mind is altered to newbies, they be like, hey, I got this drug. No, I got this new drug. Why don't you take this ecstasy, man? You're trying to, really have a good time. Why don't you take this fentanyl? Why don't you try this oxycodone? And the person is already high. And these are powerful drugs that have and still is taking over the soul of people. We don't have to drink and smoke and do all of that, to have a good time in life. Fentanyl, cocaine, heroin, crack, oxycodone, marijuana, morphine, tramadol, hydrocodone, PCP, LSD, Xanax, Catmine. I mean, I said that right, but that's that stuff them people shooting up and they call it the zombie drug. Overdoses sky high, you know. And my one of my part of my destiny is continue to talk about staying off of drugs and alcohol. So I want to thank you on tonight. Please subscribe and share and leave a comment. Tell me what you think. I know that I always need improvement. I need improvement, on a lot of stuff. Um, but this one thing I know, that I took off my grave clothes. And that's great. The grave clothes of my soul, the darkness, the cloak that I wore, the cloak of the death angel, or well, probably wasn't even an angel. It was just death, And so I took that garment off, and I put on a new garment and say, "Hi, how you doing, Latanya? I need you to do better." That's what I said to me, and you can do it. Battles are battles, but battles are meant to be won, right? In the name of Jesus. Thank you for joining me on tonight, and I'm going to play a little bit more of the song because we are moving mountains. We are moving mountains. But that we have each other, and we will rise, we will rise, we will rise, we'll rise. I'll rise up, rise like the day, I'll rise up, in spite of the air. I will rise 1,000 times.